Oh dear. Hello everybody. I'm the fucking bear. And video games. Yeah. Ah, fuck it. Well, I'm gonna go over here and play with this guy then. Can I sneak up on him? How you know I hear? How you know I hear, Mr. Man? What are those stats? Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, that'll take me to 100%. I should not be running on this ledge when I'm in the menu. That's like a bad thing to do. Anyway, that'll take me to 100% reduction, so let's definitely equip that. I can never pull off the jumping attack when I want to. Is it... Nope. Is it... No, that's not... Definitely not it. Okay. Press up slightly before the, jump. Or the attack. The thing. The words. The English. What is this foreign language you speak of? Like I said, arc it higher, dumbass. Can I still do that trick of if I get the binoculars, use that to aim my spells? Ah, fuck! Hey, buddy. Alright. I'm going to... I don't want to go upstairs. That's a bad idea. Well. About being trapped between a rock and a hard place. I like the R2 attack with the scimitar because it is good for narrow corridors. Alright, did he leave? He left. Okay. We're good. Hey buddy, see you later. Now, how do you kick with this thing? Wonder what would happen if... Ah, fucking hell. Arc your shit.
But I want to set their feet on fire.
Oh my god. Yes. So throw that into a fire. I know that bragging about things in retrospect when there's no way of proving it can be considered kind of lame. Just like with me saying that I figured out the elements of Bloodborne, though. I think I still have some of my old attempts at recording Bloodborne. I didn't record a lot of it. I streamed it. And this was before I had upgraded my internet years ago. And so the stream quality was crap. So I never really bothered putting any of that together to actually upload or anything. Anyway, when I first played this, I figured this trick out. Because I looked at the item, I looked at what it said, and then I'm like, can I lure him into that? No, that's not. I need to arc it more. I need to arc it less. That's working just fine. That's working just Jim Dandy. Okie dokie. Good times. I was trying to see if he dropped an item in it. He didn't. You got little red eyes. So, to explode the barrels and get you. Whatever. Ah, that derp. Mystery key. Mystery key. Yummy. I need a bonfire. I could level up more. Oh, fuck. Please don't be a boss. I hate how there's like a delay on the fog dispersing when you step through it. Like, I wish it dispersed as you were stepping through it so you could be like, okay, there's not going to be a boss. It does after a while and you're stated like, please don't be a boss, please don't be a boss. Ah, fuck, I know what's here. Those big guys. Yeah. So let's just try to get a backstep on this one. No, you don't get to. You don't get to do that. Oh, fuck. These guys will parry. That's their parrying stance. Parry this, motherfucker. There we go. Alright. Let's check that shield out. Shield dude. It's actually worse. In like every way. I think one that looks that nice will be better. Oh well. Let's see. Goodies. I want them. Now I need to... Fuck. One thing I definitely should have looked up when I went to the library is... Will he come over? Yeah. Yeah. Of course he will. Why wouldn't he? No! 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 Ow. Ow. I say no. There we go. Are we just doing this? What the fuck is going on? Oh, my defense near death thingamajigger. Okay, I'm happy. Now, I'm trying to remember if illusionary walls are... I think it wasn't until the second game that you just press the use button on them. Thought that was a summon sign. I want to think there's a bonfire in there. Yeah, it's in there and then down some stairs. If I'm recalling correctly. But it's dangerous because even though it's in there and down some stairs, there's some dudes you have to go past. Marshall key. Yeah, I need to figure out who I can get pyromancy from. That's another thing I'll put it like this. I get it. It's an ambivalence. It's something that you know how there are things in games that you hate because you think it's like poorly designed, you think it's a bad decision, and then there are things that you hate because you get it. You don't think it's a bad design decision, but you really wish it wasn't like this. I don't like how, and I will say there is one part of it that I feel is kind of poor, but, I don't like how it can be very easy to miss, NPCs that can sell important stuff. Because, I mean, like, there's sometimes, like, NPCs, like, that you need to get high-level spells for your class. Spells that you won't be able to get anywhere else. And you could be... Oh, shit. You could be, I has no fur balls left. I want to think there's, no. Oh, did you see that flourish? I like that with the flubba. I like it with the flubba. Oh, that was a nice way to finish him off when he was trying to drink that. That felt good. Anyway. You could be 99.9% perfect in your exploration. And if that one single area that you didn't find ends up being the area that has the NPC you need, you're fucked. I mean, I wouldn't say you're fucked. Like, you know, I'll put it like this. You can get by, as a spellcaster, especially since magic's kind of overpowered, you can get by on... Okay. You can get by on the spells that you'd be able to get just from, like, your regular merchants and stuff. But for, like, them high-level spells, it kind of sucks that, you, what am I trying to say here? That, like, you can miss out on getting to have your high-level spells because you just barely, like, missed, like, the one area that, like, you had to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the quests in these games. That's one point of contention I really have. I really... And this isn't like the other points where I say, like, oh, I get it. It works. I don't think this works. I don't like that the quests in these games always require you to speak at people at specific times. You lock yourself out of quests if you progress too far. I really don't like that. And one of the reasons I hate it is that it's for one of the reasons I love these games, and that's the non-linearity. You can go... A lot of times you can go... Even back in Demon's Souls, you can choose to go whichever, you know, path you want. And because of that, it's easy to lock yourself out of a quest through no fault of your own because you did one area before doing another. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really care for that. But anyway, back to, you know, acquiring your spells. It can be kind of upsetting that you can miss out on that for that reason. But with spells... Like I said, especially since they kind of can be overpowered. Isn't there an item that replenishes my spell uses? I want to think there is. I don't have it, but I want to think there is. But one way area where... Oh, no. There we go. One area where I definitely don't agree with it is when it comes to your weapons. And as I said before, I get that for a lot of players, this is actually an appeal to the game. And especially the kind of players that I talked about before, that before they even play a video game, they look this shit up anyway. But I don't think it's right. Like, this is one thing that I really don't think the Souls game should do. Having... strong weapons, like a really good scimitar, if there even fucking exists one. I can't even remember if there's any other than this fucking one. I can remember 800 goddamn greatswords, but anyway. Having like a stronger version of a weapon, you know, locked away, hidden, like you gotta like beat a secret boss or, you know, find a hidden area, that's fine. But having an entire class of weapon locked like that, I don't agree with that, and here's why. Say you want to use katanas. What's the earliest in the game you can get a katana? I'm actually curious. I know that in Dark Souls 3 you can get one somewhat early, I believe, because once you beat that one enemy, that first boss, up like next to, like, I forget what the name of the place is. There's Majula and the Firelink Shrine and the Nexus, the hub world of the third game. I can't remember what it's called. But up next to it, there's that one guy that you fight and you can get a katana from him. But, you know, in most of the games, I don't think you can get them very early. And I really don't think that's okay. I don't think, like, because here's the reason. No Dark Souls boss is going to be as memorable as your first time. And I feel like you get cheated. It's my opinion that if there's a specific kind of weapon that you want to use, I don't think it's okay that the game can sometimes force you. And like I said, I get that some people will disagree with this, and those are probably people that are PvP oriented, and they see, you know, the journey to get the weapon you want to use as part of the process. And some people will say, well, you know, you could getting to use that weapon on an early boss is something for New Game Plus. But like I said, it's never going to be as memorable as your first time. And I feel that I feel you're cheated. Luckily, scimitars are considered shit weapons by most people, and I don't really know why. I mean, look at that sexy motherfucker. Is there a sexier sword than that? Is there? But anyway, you know, they're definitely considered low-end weapons. And a lot of RPGs, they're unfortunately, as I said before, I'm the kind of gamer that will use a subpar weapon that I like over one that's better. But in a lot of RPGs, especially Japanese ones, you eventually get to a point where you kind of have to, you know, get a better weapon. And unfortunately, scimitars are often like a low-end second-tier weapon. And when I say tiers, I know that first tier is usually considered the best, but like I guess like 50th tier, whatever, like the lowest, the second to lowest tier is, because like you start with your sword, like a regular, like, you know, long sword, and then maybe you get a scimitar, but then after that you start getting Flambergs and Excaliburs and all that stupid shit. And that really upsets me that, I'm going to be honest, it upsets me greatly that scimitars are relegated in a lot of games to low-end weapons. I think they're beautiful weapons. I've always been fond of them. I actually first became fond of them because of Drizzt. And that just kind of carried on for my love of that particular weapon. And so in any game that you could use them, I just always use them. But luckily, that kind of prejudice against them works in my favor, in that I can usually get them pretty early on in these games. But don't you feel cheated if, like, there's a specific weapon you want to use? If there's a specific style you want to fight in, you want to fight in that style. You don't want to have to play half the goddamn game before you could fight in the style that you want to fight. And I feel that people are cheated out of a memorable boss battle by not getting to use the style they want to use. Wouldn't you want to be able to use, and I'm not saying it should be a strong version, have some weaker versions. Have weaker versions of the weapons you get, of the ones that you do end up getting later on. But that memorable first time against a boss, you're cheated out of getting to go up against it with the weapon of your choice. And that's one area that I really do not like the Souls games. I can forgive it when it comes to spells, because those are just increasing improvements. But entire weapon types, especially considering that different weapons have different movesets, getting cheated out of getting to go up against many of the bosses for your first time with the weapon of your choice, I don't think that's okay. I really disagree with that from a design point. I think that early on you should be able to find a merchant that sells every single weapon type in existence. Shitty versions, yeah, not very good versions. But that's my opinion. I think that if there's a weapon type you want to use, and David, tell me if you agree with this. You like katanas. Do you feel cheated not getting to go up against a boss for your very first time using the weapon you want to use? Or is that just me? Alright. I need another point of dex, because I'm like just barely... I mean, it's not a big deal because I can usually attack them afterwards, but... Okay, do I have to fight him? Or could I... Is there like a side thing I can... person go? Oh, fuck, I forgot about him. He enchants the other people too, right? Let's try this. Alright, this should work. God, I love lightning. It's so strong. Okay. God, I want to think that that's a dangerous item. Okay, this is going to set me up a short... No, I didn't want to actually go. Well, I guess going will work out because I need to level up anyway. But I want to think that's a dangerous item in that I could be pulling this right out of my fucking asshole. Hey, can I jump? Yeah, I can jump off early to get something. I'll make sure to do that when I go back up. But anyway, I want to think that it's a dangerous item in that there are multiple uses for it, and I think there's uses that aren't as good as other uses. I want to think that. Hey, how you doing?
Hello there. I am Petrus of Thurland. If not, I'd prefer...
Well, is it my face?
Hello there. But I also want you to know... Here. No.
Thanks.
Oh, I know. I have to await my companion. So what if I were to teach... Would that...
Nah, I don't do miracles.
That is a shame. Speak to me if you...
Another thing I've never liked about these games, and this is just me being a hardcore role player in any video game I play, is that I don't get to... I mean, don't get me wrong, I get that for a lot of characters, it could be... Especially the clerics. I imagine that for the clerics, with their faith and everything, that can be considered like an affront to their gods or whatever. But I don't like that from the text you get when you say no or anything, it almost makes it seem like your character just said, fuck no, I don't care, I'm not interested in you, fuck off and leave me alone. I wish that it was more like you could just say, oh, I'm sorry, that's not my current class. I greatly respect your power, but blah, 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 blah. Like, for instance, Yuria, the witch. That sexy little thing. In Demon's Souls. I felt bad for her because, since the particular magic she practiced was a kind of a darker form, she was judged for it, and, that's why she was locked up in the first place. And because I wasn't a spellcaster, I basically had to agree with them. That's the way, at least that's the way the dialogue led me to believe. That when I said I didn't want to learn spells from her, it's like I was telling her that I don't agree with what she does, and that made me feel bad. One thing you'll know about me is I'm a hardcore role player, and I really get into it. I am actually... Maybe this could be considered pathetic, but I'm actually capable of feeling guilt in video games. I'm not very detached when it comes to video games. I even have great difficulty in games where, hell, since we're talking about the Souls games, in Demon's Souls, it broke my fucking heart to go for the bad ending on one of my playthroughs because I was trying to get a platinum, and there's an item that you can only get by getting a bad ending, and the cutscene you have to do, that fucking tore me to pieces watching that fucking cutscene. But, and that made me feel bad to, to tell these people, no, I don't want to do what they do, because it feels like I'm not given the option to just say, give my character some backstory. I don't know what this character's backstory is. They tend to leave it kind of intentionally vague so you can roleplay, but, I could say that, I could say my father was a pyromancer and I learned from him. and blah blah blah. I could come up with, you know, story, you know, in character explanations. You know, I could be honest, I've always been fond of scimitars, so from a young age I wanted to learn to fight with them. But I'm not given the opportunity to say that. I basically, the fuck? That was a weird ass fucking fly. It landed on me, and then when I tried to shake it off, it wouldn't go anywhere. Then I squished it. Anyway. Yeah, but it always makes me feel bad to, like you, especially like with certain characters, where they won't even they won't even give you the option if you don't meet stat requirements, which I've never understood that. I don't know how they could see my stats and know that I'm not qualified. I don't, how do they do that? I need to explore the rest of this area. There's still more to look at. Down there's where Beetlejuice is going to come from. But, I've always wished that I could be given the option, like, they say, like, you know, and yeah, a lot of times they show me disrespect first, like, you are not worthy of blah, blah, blah. But I wish I could just turn around and say, you know, I apologize that I'm not worthy, but I hold great respect for you. You know, I wish I could say that. You know, as a role player, I wish I could say those things to these people. I wish that in Demon Souls, when I'm not playing as a spellcaster, I can tell Yuria that even though, basically you have to say, I don't wish to learn these spells, but you have to basically, it makes you feel like your character, since your character doesn't have a voice or anything, other than his grunts, it feels like you have to basically say, you know, I have no interest in your kind. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that that's not my fucking class. And I wish that I could say, holy fuck. Hi. Okay. I wish that I could say, holy fuck, hi. Oh dear. Aren't you, I could have sworn he can take me back to the prison and let me explore a little more. I don't know. Maybe I'm imagining it. But I wish I could have, you know, said to her that, you know, don't feel judged for, you know, the type of magic you're using. And that always annoyed me, that you can't, you know, say those things. Alright, let's get that other point of dex that I wanted. Let's get more endurance. I don't want to be running out of that. But anyway, like I said, I feel like that Firekeeper soul. Like I said, I could be boost the power of Estus Flask. So let's go see if I can give that to her. I'm actually finding myself curious about her. Why she can't talk. Like I said, I know there's probably a lore reason found in like some item or something. I know that I need to fucking kill Lautrec the second I see him. So there's that. Which I believe he actually uses the same voice actor as Yurt. So I think that was kind of meant to be a bit of a clue. Alright, let's head back up. And I need to remember that I got that, Can I use the elevator? I'm trying to remember if I could use the elevator, because there's no lever to bring it back down. And I'm hoping that because I'm going to go up and then I'm going to jump off to get whatever's up there. I'm hoping that the other one comes down the other side. I see a chest, but I don't know. I can't jump that because you have to roll at the end of a jump, so that ain't gonna work. Can I jump to that and then run? I wonder if I could jump to that and then run up there. Huh. I'm gonna try it. One thing I've never been good at is, David seems actually really skilled at this, and I'm actually kind of impressed, but I've never been good at, like, when there's not really much room to get your run going, and I've never been good at, running one direction and then turning to do your jump. I always fuck that up. Oh, you don't roll at the end of it in this game. Okay. I don't see. Wait, I can get onto that, and I thought you did roll at the end of your jump. Yeah, you do. It must have been because at the end of the jump there was a bit of a fall, and that took away the rolling animation and replaced it with the falling animation. I didn't even need to jump. I just rolled. Okay. Okay, so if I climb, go around, and then can I? There we go. Gimme. Ooh. Oh yeah, because that proves that I can go back to the asylum. Yeah. Is there an item if I fall through that hole? I don't think so. Let's do it anyway. And almost die. I don't need to jump this, I just roll it. Now, I kind of want to drop down there. Wait a minute. This is where I dropped before, wasn't it? And got some items. How did I not come around and see that chest? Really? I'm that fucking stupid? Alright, Lord's Talisman. Oh, I am not interested in your shenanigans, skeletons. Fuck. Can you please just... bonfire, where are you? No. No es bueno. Ah! No es bueno. I'm not gonna bother going and getting those souls. It wasn't much. Now I have one more way to go from this, and that's up the stairs that I get to after I jump onto the thingy. Is this how I'll get back to the asylum? Might be. Ooh. Ah, yes. Curl up like a ball. Okay. You got it. Height is our ball. Is it gonna happen? You. Hello. Is our ball. Is our ball. I need to remember. I need to look up how to get to some of the other areas. There are a few bosses I never actually fought in Dark Souls. Like I said, I've never fought the final boss because after my save got corrupted, and then I looked it up, I was pretty much. Because I got the Lord Vessel, I got, you know, I did the thing with the killings of the peoples and put them in the thingies. And when I looked it up, it turned out I was pretty much right up on the final boss. But, so you're just all gonna come. I maybe should not be here yet. There's an idea. Ah! Is it gonna respawn me here or back at the bonfire? If it respawns me back at the bonfire, yeah, I'm gonna hold off from going there. For just a little while. Just a little bit longer. But the areas I never did the whatever other stuff you can do with the asylum, because I believe that when I played before, I got let me think here. Yeah, when I played before, I had found that and I had curled up in it, but then I stood up before anything happened because I didn't realize you had to wait. And so, is that big guy gonna respawn? Okay, good. I hate that you can't fucking riposte on stairs. What are you doing there, buddy? I never went to the painted world. I can't even remember. I'm actually kind of excited about that because even though I've watched Matthew Matosis's commentary on this game, it was definitely something that, like the one that he did that was like 6 hours long. It was definitely something that I wasn't staring at my screen the whole time. It was like one thing I always liked about his videos. I like his voice. Actually, I really like that guy's voice. I think he's supposed to be. I think he's like some kind of mix of Irish and something or other. But anyway, weird thing is, I've always found male Irish people. I've always enjoyed their voices, like Colin Farrell, and then female Scottish people. I find their voices extremely fucking sexy. But the reverses, that's the weird thing. The reverses of it, not so much. Female Irish people and male Scottish people. Sorry, David. Oh. Anyway, it's definitely, there were definitely kind of videos that, I would have, like, running on my screen in the background while I would, like, do other stuff. So there's definitely going to be a lot of, oh, fuck. Definitely going to be a lot of those areas that I'm not 100% familiar with. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Another area oh, shit, Knuckles. Yeah, I gotta be careful because he's enchanted these guys now. Luckily, he didn't think to do it until I had most of them already killed. Okay, apparently that just stabs. No, that just stabbed. Alright. Is there anywhere else I can go? I know that, I know that if I go downstairs, I get to that place where you can, only beat the enemies with enchanted weapons. And I do have, one pine resin left, but that's not nearly enough to... And I do have a few fireballs, but... definitely not ready to go to the graveyard yet. And I know that, this place up here, the place it leads, there's a path out to the side, but I believe that leads to a gate that isn't open. And I do get to, when I do go there, I want to go there because I want to meet him. Because I believe, could be pulling this out of my ass like I do with so many other things. Oh, why? I was trying to do my flippy-flu. Yeah, I could be pulling this out of my ass like I do with so many other things. But I believe over here is where you meet the character that, in my humble opinion, is 10 times more interesting and more entertaining than Solaire. And if you don't... It's either him or the Moonlight Sword guy. It's one of them two that you'll meet over here. Now I'm hoping it's... Because I like him. Oh, okay. Because I knew there was a bonfire around here. So it's down here and then out one of the doors. And that will take you to the guy. I want to say his name is either Siegfried or Siegward. I know it's a Sieg. I know there's a Sieg in there. Hey, Mr. Chubbs. I see you sitting up there. He makes me think of Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer.
Siegmeyer.
Of Arena.
I know it's Siegward in one of them. I know it changes in each one since they're different
Or a
people
gate,
of the
I
same,
should
like,
say. The thing
like,
just won't budge.
what is it?
No matter how long I wait. And oh,
Like,
have I waited.
country?
So here
Whatever
I sit,
thing,
in
person?
quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak. Still closed.
I'll get it open for you. Don't worry, buddy. Because I was getting annoyed because I thought the bonfire, this bonfire with the blacksmith and everything. Ooh, I can probably upgrade my scimitar. Was under the church over there, and I was getting annoyed that I couldn't find the stairs to it. Hey, buddy.
Well, you must
I'm
be a new
standing on your
I'm
anvil.
Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
Ow, my foot. Ow, my foot. Ow, my foot. Ow, my foot. Alright.
Don't get yourself neither. Well, you need it. Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy indeed, but every hunk of metal has its breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith
want a
like myself,
fudge round.
or do it on your own with a
I
grindstone.
want a fudge round.
The nice thing about weapons, they never betray you. So pay
I
them a
bought
little
some
respect.
fudge rounds.
Hey,
I like me some fudge rounds. David, do you guys got Little Debbie's? I don't know if that's only an American company. Fudge rounds are good.
there are two types of weapon forging.
I want to set my controller down and eat my fudge round,
There's essential
but I'm facing him.
reinforcement.
There we
is
go.
simple. It strengthens the weapon and nothing more.
I want to smack him in the face.
Simple task for any blacksmith. Hell, you could even do it yourself with a smith box. But Ascension's a finer art. It alters a weapon's properties. Ascension is the territory of we blacksmiths. A smith box just won't do the trick. Start out with reinforcement. When that loses its charm, you could consider Ascension. As you've noticed, this land is flush with the mad and wicked. You won't make it through the night without employing my services.
You got it, bud.
You can forge armor. Forging armor is even whether you forge weapons or armor first. But nobody wants, so whatever you do. So,
What do you got? Okay, I know I need that to open that door. I should probably definitely pick that up soon. would buy a couple of those to go with the thing I got, but eh.
Don't get yourself neither.
Alright. Wait, I should rest at the bonfire, so if I die, I can go back to that one. I gotta remember that I can't fast travel yet. I would use a humanity and then kindle that bonfire, but I'm already at a high number of Estuses, so I'll worry about... Ah, fuck. The weird big dude with the flat face is here, isn't he? Hey, I also have a flat face. We are kindred. I said we're kindred. Bastard. So, about that not getting myself killed thing. Sorry. Let's try my fireball. Because those attacks are actually easier to dodge than the other shit he does. Oh, I didn't know he was going to do that. Okay, that's useless. He's hard to get around. I had you spun around in air, Mr. Man. How'd you done spin around in the air? Ah, dodged right into that. Hopefully he's a one and done kind of enemy. Won't respawn. I would have used my resin against him, but it's the last one I've got, and also he has a lightning spell, so he might be resistant against it. Fuck. Didn't realize he was going to do that. I like when I can get him to do that when I'm close, because then I get a few free hits on him. Whew. Nope. Oh, I thought he was dead. Oh boy. Demon Titanite. Nice. Let's go up and let's see if he's got a bow for sale.
Well, I need.
Nope. these are the exact same, apparently. I can't really see what's on that one. I'll buy it. How much do I need to level up? Ooh, a lot. I don't really care for crossbows, so what I think I'm gonna do with this souls I got is... Oh! No, I can't reinforce the armor because I don't got any Titanite shards. I could purchase a shard, but then I wouldn't really have enough to do the actual reinforcements. I'm gonna reinforce that just to do it. Shit. No, held means how many I have. I wanted to make sure he didn't only have one of those.
Go get
So I can buy
yourself
more.
night.
Alright, please tell me this guy's not still here. Okay. Can't. I need to find some light. Ooh, that looks cool. I couldn't really make out what was on it from the picture. Now, this takes me down to the forest, I believe. Oh shit. I've long since needed to stop this fucking episode. Sorry about that. This will be an extra long one, I guess. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.